Hello, divine creations, divine marvels, children of God. Thank you so much for dropping by this video. And if you're new to this channel or this topic, um, what it's about is making connection with a higher power that I think of as, and I often use the word God, but Um, the person that this channel's information is based on, Bruno Gröning, the man in the black picture frame, he used many different words to describe God. He said, God is love and life, harmony, goodness. He would sometimes call God um, the good or goodness. So maybe it's not so important exactly the name we call the supreme power or the supreme being. Um, but maybe it's more important that just we be open to the possibility that there is a higher power, and that it's and not just that it exists, but that it's available to help us. And in my direct experience, it is available to help, and I'll share a little more about that. So, um, this channel is about how to make contact and receive that help in a very simple, direct way. Many spiritual paths or religious paths require having certain beliefs, going through certain ceremonies, wearing certain clothes, bowing at a certain time. And I don't mean any disrespect to any of those. In fact, I participate in different ones of those. And what this channel and the associated website are about how to have a direct connection with this mysterious thing that people call God, um, and how to experience its help. So, thank you so much for joining in. And if you'd like more information, you're welcome to see my website, www.thehealingstream.org. So, how to receive this help? Enough talking, let's do it. Please sit with your legs uncrossed, feet flat on the floor, hands on your legs, palms facing upwards. Back, not slouched over, but not stiff, and hopefully, if possible, not leaning against the back of your chair, but in a relaxed, upright position. And then close your eyes and hand over all burdens, all worries, all illness to, if you don't have an idea of a higher power, to life itself, to the universe, or to a spiritual helper that you trust. And Bruno Gröning said he was one such helper who could take on people's burdens and help them with it. So hand over illnesses, worries, fears, resentments. And then think of something that brings you joy, a scene in nature, a beloved friend, a beloved animal friend. And then begin to observe your body, having the will, the intention to take in healing life energy. Noticing what you feel, having the intention to take in vibrant, divine life energy. Noticing what you feel, letting go of thoughts, having this deep desire to take in good energy. Just noticing what you feel while intending to absorb this good energy. So I invite people, I'm going to talk a little bit. I invite people to continue doing this practice as I share. So, warm welcome to Gerald, Forever Loving Everything, Love the Lord. Wrote, "Hi, I've been watching your videos for quite a while now. I feel the Holy Spirit when I'm meditating with you. Love the Lord, you just made my day. Thank you so much for sharing that. And um, that's part of why I do this, is because I feel, sometimes I call it the Holy Spirit, sometimes I call it divine energy. The power of God, I feel it so strongly when I do this. And I just have, these are tears of joy. I have such a wish to share it. And so to hear that, someone I've never met, is feeling it just makes me so happy. And it starts with a good feeling. And then, as I've shared, and you've seen from other of my videos, it's actually, I've had healings in my body, and I'm not the only one. So thank you so much for that feedback. And so glad you found this channel and that starting to, you're really having a sacred experience. Bruno Gröning spoke, he said, to be, I'm going to mix a little German in there, to be Verbindung, a German word, to God. That is everything. To be connected, linked, joined, conjoined, union, communion. To be, in tech terms, we could say interfaced. That's what it's all about. So very, very warm welcome. Welcome, Ross. Welcome, Diana S. That's what I feel. I, the thing is, Bruno Gröning said we're all instruments of God. We just have forgotten. We just don't believe. And so I take those words seriously. And so what I'm doing, and to whatever extent I'm able to help pass along a little extra energy, able to, it's all just me doing what's natural. Christ, it's written that Christ said, "You are the light of the world. Let your light so shine that people may glorify the works of your Father." That we're all meant to be instruments of God. We're all meant to be lights of the world. And we're all meant to receive this beautiful gift from the divine and then to share it. So I do feel that that God is using me to help people, and that doesn't make me special. I believe I've found my way back to what's natural, and that it's natural for God to use every one of us to help people. And that's really what this is all about, is finding our way back to what's natural. And then just, is the famous Saint Francis prayer, "Lord, make me an instrument of your peace." And, an instrument of your love, an instrument of your energy, of your divine energy. And you're so welcome. And your comments just made my day. So let's spend a little more time reflecting on this. And as always, please don't believe anything I say. Please do this practice and find out for yourself if what I'm saying is true and if I'm accurately representing what Bruno Gröning said. And Of course, Bruno Gröning said that what he was sharing was simply and only the teachings of Jesus Christ. And um, so he never asked anyone to believe what he said, but to find out for themselves, to convince themselves of what's true, not to listen to an external authority, but to listen to God. So let's spend a little time in silence, continuing to take this energy in. Noticing what we feel. Aligning ourselves to God, saying that very holy prayer, Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Saying it in your own words, but having this intention to be a vessel of the love and power and peace of God. And for those who don't believe in God, when I started this path, I didn't even believe in God. Um, just asking to be a vessel of love and peace and healing power, of goodness. Mm. Welcome, Malin. When I tune in, I feel like I'm in heaven. At a certain point, I just feel like I've been lifted up, and that, or maybe that heaven has been brought down here on earth. And, and so people often thank me, but I want to thank each one of you. Yes, I'm able to feel the divine energy on my own, and it seems to me it's so much stronger in groups. So I feel it's absolutely important for us to do it on our own. And gatherings like this, I just love. So really the only prerequisite is a willingness to believe in a higher power. Bruno Gröning said that he could only help those who either had the belief in God or who were willing to take it up. I was one of those. I didn't believe in God when I first came to this path, but I was open. I was definitely open to the idea of a higher power, and through experiencing multiple healings. And I've made some, you can search on this channel for healing reports, and you'll see a couple, and I'm slowly doing more. I came to the point where it's just God's a fact for me, an unquestionable fact. Um, because I watched the laws of chemistry, biology, physics be violated in my own body, meaning that things that were pronounced incurable by the medical profession were healed. So then I came to realize there is a higher law, that there is a higher power. So just being open, hmm, just intending to take it in. And what I wasn't told at the beginning, what I've now realized is that yes, we can receive help and healing on this path. And if we really want to follow it, we also have to be willing to change. So let's find that willingness. Be open to, as Bruno Green said, cleaning out the insides, cleaning out our habits. Taking in the good, noticing what you feel, being willing to reflect on ourselves. Being willing to reflect on each thought, each action. And we just start one thought and one action at a time and ask, is it aligned with the good? Or does it misalign me? So I'd like to thank everyone for coming by, everyone who joined in live, and everyone watching this video. And I'm just so touched by the comments this morning, and so touched by this presence that's very readily available if we just are open to believing and want it, and then simply sit a certain way, sit so that our body's not crossed up, not cramped up. So being physically open, and then being emotionally, mentally, spiritually just open to the idea that there's something out there all around us and in us that's sacred and holy and is available to help. Thank you so much to everyone for joining in. Thank you so much for the sweet comments. I actually want to take a picture. I want to take one of your comments. Love the Lord made me so happy. I want to take a picture of it. All right. I've never done this before. One moment. Just made my day. All right, dear ones. I'll be doing this again real soon. Thank you so much for joining in. For anyone who's new, feel free to post comments after this video if you have questions. And I wish you a day of alignment with the good, taking in what's good, and then going out and doing good. And actually, let's close with a minute just filling ourselves up, asking for those we care about who are near and dear to us, asking for our neighborhoods. This, when I say asking, what I mean is that this energy flow to them, asking for each one of us to be guided, how to be, um, how to be, um, how to be vessels of this. Malin wrote, maybe we take a picture of you. um, Please, that we be guided how to just take in more good and do more good. Doesn't have to be complicated. For any situations that are troubling us, let's offer them over and ask they be blessed with this energy. Let's ask for the whole earth, every living thing on it, and for Mother Earth herself. Thank you so much for joining in, dear ones. Take care and feel you all very soon. Much love.